Welcome back to more Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Last time, we made it to the end of the Originull Wasteland, so this time, all that's left here is the boss, the Collector in the Sleepless Valley. Alright, so this boss is actually really interesting, and I'm curious to see how well this fight will go. It might go really poorly. This may take 2 tries. I hope it doesn't, but I think it actually might, for a reason that is a little bit unexpected, actually. So we have Hammer, Bomb, and Needle. We want Hammer for this fight because of a mission, and as we head further into this cave, this boss has made a lot of wanted posters of Kirby, which is very ominous. So let's see how this goes. So we're fighting the armor-plated Prancer Silly Dillo. Before we even get into the fight, we actually want to break these little handmade Kirbys. For our first mission, Silly Dillo will try to capture us in a cage, like that, which is not good. We can break out by rotating the control stick, and we've already lost a mission, sadly. We might actually lose a second mission because of this. We'll see how this goes, though. It's worth mentioning that the target time for this stage is 2 minutes, which isn't a ton of time, if I'm being honest. This is actually not super difficult to dodge. It will actually go into slow-mo even before you have to dodge, so it's not that bad. Charge up to level 3, unleash an attack, deal a ton of damage, and then probably deal some additional damage if you can. This is why I feel like this is better than the Toy Hammer, because you'll only get in maybe 1 or 2 hits anyway, so you might as well deal as much damage as you possibly can with each swing, like so. So now we're on to phase 3, where he'll try to swing this this figure made out of trash at us, and basically starting out with this little spinning attack, and we'll eventually move into just flinging it directly at us. This is not the easiest thing in the world to dodge, so yeah, this may take a couple tries to get the no-hit achievement. Again, if I can't get it on our next attempt, I might just skip ahead, to be honest, and just get it on my own time. All things considered, that wasn't too bad. We defeated Silly Dillo with the hammer ability, and I think we cleared it within 2 minutes. Yep, we did. Now you got the Blizzard Ice Blueprint. Now you can evolve the Ice ability. Take it to Wild D's weapons shop. So, we did miss out on the no damage run. I'm actually debating what to do about this, to be honest. I think I have an idea, and I think you can guess what my idea is. Gacha Machine Volume 3 is now available. There's another new set of figures to collect. The Ice ability can now be evolved. Pay a visit to Wild D's weapons shop. So I have two strategies for this. First of all, let's get a different ability. Whoa, is that a Blizzard Ice blueprint? I want to make that. Gimme, gimme! Alright, let me get my tools ready. Then we'll get this evolution started. Thanks for waiting. The Ice ability can now be evolved into Blizzard Ice. Alright, only one evolution this time. Let's actually push the right button to drop this power up this time, since the minus button opens up the menu in this particular, in the town, basically. Let's swap over to our tried and true Dragon Fire and see how this goes. But also, I wanted to highlight something over here. One of the more recent buildings that were constructed here is an item shop. So let's pay it a visit. Hi there, welcome to Waddle Dee's item shop. We sell items that can give you temporary power boosts in a few different ways. You can even use more than one at a time, whether you mix a few together or just double up on one. You can only take one item with you at a time, though keep that in mind. So which item would you like, Kirby? Life Up doubles your health cannot exceed double the normal amount. Attack Boost increases your attack power for 200 seconds, stack up to 5 at once. Speed Boost increases your speed for 200 seconds, stack up to 5 at once. To clarify, this will increase the time that it will last. It doesn't increase the effect. So if you stack 5, this will last for 1,000 seconds, which is an unreasonable amount of time and is extremely overpowered. Let's actually go with an attack boost to make this boss a little bit easier. Attack boost, you got it. That'll be 150 star coins. Thanks for your purchase. When you're ready to use this stock item, just hold down X. So let's use it to clear up our inventory, and then pick up our Maximum Tomato again. I don't even feel like healing, because there's a Maximum Tomato at the start of the stage. I do want to show off an animation at some point at the cafe. There just really isn't... It hasn't been a good time to show it yet. You found a new area. Poor captured Elflin must be farther ahead. Hope you're okay out there, Elflin. While we have this attack boost, let's head over to Silly Dillo again. One thing worth mentioning is the attack boost and speed boost timers start as they only go down when you're in an actual level. It does not go down in town or on the world map. So we do want to hustle over here to the boss to make the most of this. Hopefully it'll last long enough. It probably won't be too bad actually. With fire, again, we can do a lot of damage during the boss's invincible phases. I can't believe I took damage at the first phase. This is supposed to be the easier phase, and this is where I messed up. I did pretty okay at the actual tough part of the fight, somehow. And this is the tough part of the fight. Actually, no, it's the third phase. I feel like I am definitely a little bit overly concerned about the attack dodge timing. But yeah, we're dealing a lot of damage very quickly because of the attack boost. Sadly, the animation does cancel out the fire, Oh, that does damage. Oh well. So we did take damage again. So I think at this point, instead of just continuing to try this on screen, I might give it one more try. We still have double attack for a bit. Sadly, the only way to retry a stage is to exit out and enter back in. Again, you only have the option to retry a stage from treasure roads. But yeah, while we have the double attack, I figured I might as well go for this one more try, and if I don't get it, we'll move on to the next full stage. Actually, I'll pick this up, wasting a little bit of time, but again, since the time limit for the fight is actually 2 minutes, I feel like that's a good indicator that with 100 seconds, we should easily be able to get through the fight, if all goes well, which no guarantees that all will go well. Alright, round 3. Dodging the cage is just a matter of jumping over, basically. Luckily, there's no hover or no dodging for this fight. If you weren't able to dodge, that would really suck. So I'm glad that you at least are allowed to dodge for the achievement. We are really close. Yeah, that's like the most nerve-wracking part, is when you're really close to Silly Dillo as he's about to charge. That's like the worst time. Yeah, we'll basically have to rely a lot on chip damage, like that. Alright, phase 3. Let's actually be more careful this time. Not trying to get overzealous with attacking, and I got hit anyway. So I think I'm just gonna call it here and not worry about actually getting this on screen, because this is like one of the worst fights and we could be here for a very long time. But yeah, that's the basic strategy. I just wasn't able to get through it as well as I would have liked. So our next stage is enter the fiery Forbidden Lands. And here we are. This is definitely a fitting last hurrah for our adventure. They usually end on lava worlds for Kirby, I've noticed. Because I want to say 64 does, and I know Star Allies does. But yeah, with the previous fight with Silly Dillo, it occurred to me actually, I think I took no damage in the third phase on the previous run, which means I did technically get through a perfect fight, just not all together. So yeah, I'll worry about that off screen. Defeat 2 Lookout Awoofies. I really dislike how these are called Awoofies, because it makes them sound way cuter than an enemy type in a Kirby game should be. It's like, you almost feel bad fighting something named an Awoofie, just because it sounds so adorable and not non-threatening, and yet they are technically trying to attack us at this point, so our second lookout is right over here. We don't have as many that are just kind of minding their own business, or at least we don't have to feel as bad about that. Yeah, again, flying can be a little bit annoying in this game because of like the vertical ceiling of how far you can actually fly. Did I miss a gem? Oh good, I didn't. I was briefly very concerned that I'd actually missed one, which I think I did miss one back here. Which is not good. Yeah, I think I messed this up. This has not been a particularly great set of stages, actually. Alright, so I just decided to exit out of the level because, frankly, I don't think I think one of the gems was on one of those falling platforms, so we missed out on it. Also, because of how long this has taken, I don't even know if we have time to get through this level. So instead, what I'm going to do is head over and start working on some more of the treasure roads. The multiple attempts at the silly Dillo fight and the immediate mistake in the next regular stage definitely kind of threw my plans out the window for this video, unfortunately. But we'll make do. Probably at the start of the next video, I'll start with the silly Dillo fight and actually get the final Waddle Dee, and then we'll move on from there. But for now, yeah, let's actually work on some more of the treasure roads, starting with the Needle treasure. Roll on, Needle Road. Alright, so this is our Katamari stage. We have to pick up as many enemies as possible to keep rolling. Like so, collecting blocks will also extend your roll duration. Alright, so that platform wasn't exactly well timed, but we'll make do. That's actually pretty bad, but again, luckily, you don't need the target time to get the 100% requirement for the game, and you still get the rare stone for just simply clearing a stage. Yeah, we barely missed the target time. Yeah, off by 3 seconds, which isn't too horrible, but definitely dropped the combo at a point. And you know what? Let's actually jump around a bit. We have quite a few left in the later stages. Originull Wasteland and Winterhorns. We haven't unlocked any in the Forbidden Lands yet, so we'll worry about those later. Let's try some of these. This will be a little bit tougher, but I think it'll be interesting to see how these go. Melt and Glide. Race to the cannon. This is 100% a challenge that I will not get the target time on. This is actually pretty strict if I'm remembering correctly. We have about 30 seconds of leeway. Basically, we have to melt the ice, not slowing down too much, because again, if you can get to the cannon faster, it will help. By the way, remember you can hold down Y, or the attack button, to glide, like so. So if you can kind of extend your glide like that, it will help. Also, preferably don't fly off the edge of the stage like that. Alright, it respawned us fast enough that it didn't catch up, thankfully. But we definitely aren't getting the target time. Again, this is the one downside of playing a game that actually has autosaves, because a lot of things have definitely not gone entirely smoothly in this video. And in a game with like manual saving, I could just restart the recording, but because of certain events being like one time only, it does create the complication of actually not being able to get any more attempts. So yeah, that's basically our indication that we missed out on the target time, but we'll still clear the regular stage fast enough to get the rare stone. Alright, so off by 6 seconds. That was actually way better than my personal attempts at this on my main file. And you know what? Let's actually try something in Wildtown. I've been kind of waiting for a good opportunity to show this, and frankly, we have a lot of time, so this is a great opportunity to try to go for this. We still have 2 mini-games we can go over, so let's attempt one of them. Press the right buttons. When a fish bites, button icons will appear. Press the correct buttons as fast as you can. Don't let him get away. If you catch several fish in a row, you'll eventually snag a big one. Press the buttons quickly and try for a high score. I don't know how much I'll be talking during this. This is basically like Samurai Kirby, a timing minigame. 100G. So basically, for every fish you catch, you will get star coins for it. As you catch more fish, more buttons will be added onto it. So that was 2 inputs for a slightly bigger fish. 530G, a new record. This is still kind of easing you into the mechanics. It actually gets really difficult. If I can get this first try, I'll actually be slightly surprised, because I've actually messed this up quite a few times. 1730G. Y, X, A, X. So that's 4 inputs now, meaning we have a slightly bigger fish. 7932G. So now that's going to be our fish size for a bit until we find the big one, as the game refers to it. And you will know when it is the big one, because it will fight you. Actually, this is it. 10,268G. Fishing pond Kirby. Kirby's doing a bit of fishing at the old fishing pond. He looks super relaxed. Maybe too relaxed. Hey, pay attention, Kirby. There's exciting stuff swimming in that pond, including the legendary Bling Blipper of Wildtown. And with that, first try, I'm actually really happy about that, especially with how the previous stages went. We got our largest fish. You can actually catch bigger sizes of this fish, but that's basically like what you need to get the figurine and essentially clear out this minigame. You also have a little commemorative photo over here. So yeah, that's our highest scores. It also gives little times. I assume those are like reaction times. This is sort of like almost like Samurai Kirby in terms of being a reflex test. Honestly, easier than Samurai Kirby, considering I actually got this first try in this recording. I thought that would take me at least 2 tries. If you actually mess up that, you can still catch it. You have to catch more small fish to get it to respawn, though. And again, once you get past 4 inputs, this is the Bling Blipper. That's your cue that this is the big one, and to really be ready to go. Also, you can see when this was recorded, actually, because it lists the actual date of when I'm playing. Next up, I also want to highlight this Waddle Dee. How do you do? They call me Wise Waddle Dee. After I landed here, I found this mysterious book. It lists the locations of undiscovered blueprints. It also collects high scores and tons of other info from all over the world. If you'd like to know more, I'd be happy to share. I do not have a Nintendo account on this account that I used for recording. I didn't know that you actually needed one. Online connection has failed. Would you like to listen to Wise Waddle Dee without connecting? While offline, you will not be able to hear about global gameplay information or make you invisible. You haven't missed any blueprints thus far. If I read about a new blueprint's location, I'll help you find it. So far, you've saved 238 Waddle Dees. Press L or R to guard and take less damage from attacking enemies. Would you like to hear more? So far, the number of times you've inhaled objects during your adventure is 210. For pop flowers, you've helped 111 bloom during your adventure. If you wave hello to the wildies in town with the D-pad, they'll wave right back at you. Would you like to hear more? So far, the total number of awoofies you've defeated is 206. The number of star coins you've collected so far is 12,440. If you set the difficulty to Spring Breeze mode, Kirby will have more health and the time limits in each Treasure Road stage will increase. If you connect online, my book will have more topics for us to discuss. Come back anytime. I didn't know it worked like that, which actually means we can't unlock something unless I make a second full Nintendo account to connect here, because Wise Waldy is supposed to give you a figure if you listen to everything he has to say. So that's a project for me off screen, is literally making a second Nintendo account to link to my other profile. Yeah, I flat out did not know that was actually a thing. And hey, a new discovery, so I guess that's something. So yeah, I think I'll start the next video after defeating the boss, and then we'll try to jump into the next stage. Again, I technically showed how to get through both phases without taking damage. It's just a matter of chaining both together in a successful run. So yeah, we'll start from the boss and go from there. By the way, also we have another capsule machine, so we have a lot of figures in total. So we're up to 3 volumes, and there's definitely room for a 4th volume. So yeah, we still have a ways to go in terms of completion, in terms of getting the figures, including the one where, again, I guess I'm making another account. I did not expect that today. So we also haven't even gone over some other features around the town, but we'll get to all that eventually. Yeah, for now I want to head over to the boss again. This definitely didn't go the way I thought it would for a variety of reasons. But next time, hopefully things will get back on track. So thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join me next time for more Kirby and the Forgotten Land.